From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz
Yes.
and Mocha.
it's Roz Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno
This
Mars.
is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
It's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. You wouldn't say that to your mama, so why us?
Deepa Prashad is here. Keep in mind, whenever you send DMs to us, Deepa gets them as well. Hello, Deepa.
Hello, how are you guys today?
Good. What do we got in the DMs today, Deepa?
Okay, we're starting off with something nice and simple. This question comes from Shriva, and Shriva wants to know, what is everyone's idea of a relaxing or ideal vacation?
Well, Roz doesn't like to go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, I hate traveling.
It's too stressful.
I don't, yeah, you know what my idea of a vacation, like, I'll give you the reality of my vacations, which is I will try and organize something where I have to do absolutely nothing because I'm just so exhausted all the time. And then what it winds up being is Catherine dragging me around like a zombie wherever it is that we are.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Come
that's
take a look at this. Let's
Yeah,
go see that.
that's it. Because she doesn't like beaches. She won't just sit on a beach for a week. It's not her. It's not her.
Really?
No, she doesn't enjoy it.
That's me right there.
And
me too.
I don't like traveling, right? And I have no desire. Like when I say I have no desire to go to a city and just do stuff like sightseeing and museums and stuff like that, like I mean that is the last thing in life that I ever want to do.
Wow.
Right? Like I just do not enjoy that.
See, for me, you just mentioned, like, there's two things, and I'm a mixture of both. I love traveling.
Yeah.
I love sightseeing, but I also love being, like, lazy on a beach or lazy in the sun somewhere, having a drink, doing absolutely nothing. That is, like, ideal for me.
When I get there, I'm okay. When I get there, I'm okay. But man, I will never be the one that initiates it. Never be the one that initiates it.
Deepa, how about you? Perfect vacay?
I'm in the same boat as Mocha. I like to go on a beach. I do all-inclusive vacations all the time. So on a beach, in the resort all day, just eating food and doing absolutely nothing. So that's my go-to. But Roz, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
This whole traveling thing about you not liking to go on vacation, is this something that recently stemmed from like COVID? Because it's much more stressful to travel, or is this like you just are couch potato?
I've never liked traveling. I don't mind traveling for work. I like traveling when I have something to do when I get there. I like having purpose when I land and I'm there for 48 hours. That's my kind of traveling, when I have something to do.
You're no fun.
No, I never said I was.
Damn it, Maurie. Damn it, Maurie. Perfect vacay.
I used to think the perfect vacay was going somewhere and learning stuff, like going to art galleries and stuff. But then I just had the absolute most perfect vacation this past Christmas when Matthew and I rented a log cabin in the middle of the woods, and it was the most amazing thing ever. Matthew offered to buy it if we had $1 million, but we don't.
Wow.
And
So he offered to buy it if you had $1 million?
He said to the owner going, if we had $1 million, could we buy it?
Yeah.
And they said yes. He's go, okay, but I don't.
You know that place was
Wow.
probably not worth $1 million, right? Like you guys would have massively overpaid.
Well, hey, we found out afterwards that Justin Trudeau stayed in the same bed.
Oh, excuse me.
Ew.
Do you think they changed the sheets?
I hope so, but I thought maybe my French would be better after lying in the same bed, but no.
Wow.
You left there even more of a liar. Shem, perfect vacay.
For me, it's going to New York.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy because New York is such a hustle and bustle city, but most of my family are from New York. But I love New York City.
Yeah, New York's the best.
I love being there with like 50 family members, just being loud and rowdy. For me, that's bliss.
Yeah.
And doing like the TV tour in New York where you get to see like the Sex and the City house.
Nobody asked, Maury.
Definitely not that, bro.
Yep.
What else we got, Deepa?
This one comes from Tula, and Tula says, hey, Roz and Mocha, I am a huge fan of the show, and I've been listening since I was 9. Now I'm 11. That's so cute. My favorite is Mocha because of his positivity, his humor, and his Guyanese background, since our family is Guyanese. Yay. Now I have 2 jokes for Maury. What do you call an American bee?
Oh, I don't know.
A USB. Wow.
Oh, yay. Yes.
Yay!
That was so stupid.
These are jokes.
Yeah.
No, but it
This
came
is
from an
okay, Mocha.
11-year-old,
This
so
is
you have
from
to
an
love it.
11-year-old.
I
you
know,
have to
I
like
know,
it.
I know.
Yeah.
Love
Like
you
two was
too
gonna
and
say, I
everything,
don't
but that
get it.
joke,
Yeah.
that joke.
Yeah.
There's one more. Maybe this one's a bit better. Why can't fish play the guitar?
Something to do with strings?
Because you can't tuna fish.
Oh, I knew that. Yes, that's okay. I like that one.
We got time for one more, Deepa. Go ahead.
Okay, this one comes from Japneet. Japneet says, "Oh wow, Mocha is short, but he gives me tall man vibes."
Yo, what the hell?
What, like Mocha's got tall man energy?
Apparently, according to Japneet.
Yeah.
So this was something I posted. I posted this like a video from the studio, and this person responded to me saying like, "Oh wow," because this is, I guess, the first time they've seen Mocha in his full size, and they were
What do you mean
surprised to
by
see
full
that he's
size?
little.
Nice, Deepa. That's so
Well,
mean.
can I ask you a question? Because Deepa said them both in the span of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
What hurts more, if somebody calls you short or little?
I think
Oh,
little,
sorry.
Little,
I think
right?
it's little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not short, Japneet. Jap not getting our DMs anymore. How about that?
Yeah, I don't even know. What does tall man vibes even mean? Like, what defines that in somebody?
You asking myself and Roz?
Shut up, Sham.
Oh,
Yeah, nobody asked you. Anyway, these are the conversations that come out of the DMs that you send to us. Keep them coming in, and we talk about them on the radio. Thank you, Deepa.
no problem.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
All right, a couple things to keep in mind whenever you send us a DM. Also goes to Deepa, who is here, and we talk about him on the radio every single day.
Deepa, what do we got in the DMs today?
Okay, the first one comes from Leanne. Leanne says, "Please let Roz know that I sympathize with his morning pains. Each morning, I wake up and feel as if I have been through 3 rounds in an MMA ring and lost. I sit on the edge of my bed for a few minutes each morning, feeling my aches and my pains, and contemplate getting up. And of course, I have to use the nightstand to help me get out of bed. I'm broken. Everything hurts.
Okay,
And getting old
I'm
sucks."
not that bad. I never said that you need to use the nightstand to help me out
Oh
of
my
bed.
You have to do that move where you rock back and forth, get the momentum. To
I do that.
Oh, to push yourself up.
I've done that.
You told the story. You had to do that to get up from the couch.
I do. Yeah, but that's because the couch is so low, not because I'm old, Maury.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah. No. I have to. Oh my God. Jeez. We're over the holidays. We were out west in Vancouver, and Catherine's mom has this super low BMW.
Yeah.
Right. I got in it. Okay. I couldn't get out.
What do you mean?
I couldn't get out.
Where were you sitting?
Oh,
I was
no.
sitting in the passenger seat.
Your shotgun, and you
yeah,
couldn't get out?
Couldn't get out.
So what
No,
did you do?
because I had to roll. I had to roll my body out because
What, onto the ground?
Yeah.
Did her mom help you up?
No, it was in the garage.
Come on.
Yeah, I
Hold on,
couldn't.
so
I
you
couldn't.
rolled
I couldn't
out.
get out.
So you rolled out. And,
So I
and,
put-
and,
okay.
And what, you're on your hands and knees on the
So
ground?
I put one. So I'm sitting in the seat, right?
Uh-huh.
I open the passenger door. I'm in the passenger side. I open the passenger door and I put one leg out onto the ground.
Yeah.
Right. So one leg is
Okay.
still in the car. One leg is on the ground. My leg split like that, and my body turned. I don't have I didn't have the strength to lift myself up out of the car. And there was nothing to grab onto because it's so low, because my legs, when I do that, are bent upwards, right? So I'm starting in a negative seating position. And so,
So you
I
have nothing to hold on, to pull yourself up?
No, so
Not
I-
even the handle on the inside of the door?
No, because the door's open,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
I
you
can't
can't
reach
stretch
it.
that
So
far.
No, but the granny handle on the roof.
No.
He's
So
too low.
I then have to. So I'm sitting here, passenger side, door open. I take my left shoulder, my opposite shoulder, and roll it to the door.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and then I go out backwards.
No.
Yeah,
Was
Yeah.
everyone laughing at you?
yeah. What's that?
Was everyone laughing at you?
No, nobody saw. I lived that shame alone. Yeah.
Have you heard
no.
of something
Yeah.
called leg day? Because you're complaining about starting from a negative space. Do duck squats or something to build up those leg and thigh muscles, Roz. This shouldn't be a problem for you.
I'm fine the way I am, Deepa. I don't
No.
care. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yo, what's that thing? What's that device that I've seen on As for TV where it's like a handle that you put once you open the door the hook, the latch that's still on the car. You put this handle on that latch, and then you can
use an extra handle.
Yeah, and you use that large handle to pull yourself up to help get you out of the car.
Yes,
you need one of those.
Yes,
let me see if I can find it here.
Yes,
Isn't that for like people 80 plus to use?
Stop it. No, you know what would be easier for me, honestly, getting out of that BMW? It would have been much easier for me had I just crawled out the sunroof. Honestly, it would have been easier for me to get in and out of. What's it called?
It's called the car cane.
Yeah, that's what shut up.
The car
Okay,
cane.
come on. Right? Why can't it be called like, I don't know, like put stud in the name, and then I'll use it, right?
Okay, I'm sorry. This
Okay.
I'm going to show you the picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry that all the pictures that they have on Google Images are of legit old
stop.
people.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
see, I told you.
Stop.
But look,
Stop.
so it's kind of shaped like an L,
Oh.
right? And you hook the metal part
Yeah.
into the latch
Yeah.
of where the door closes. And then you just use that handle to pull yourself or push yourself up and out of the car.
And it looks like it'll fit in your purse too when you're done with it.
It
Right?
totally will.
I would love life. This is a genius idea. Do you know how much easier my life would be if I always walked around with that extra handle for most things?
Just order it.
$20
Shut
Canadian
up. I don't
Tire.
need to know the price.
What else we got, Deepa?
Oh my goodness. This next one comes from Fatima, and Fatima says, "Hi Deepa, can Mocha please stop using the word ironic incorrectly? It is such a big pet peeve."
When have I used it incorrectly?
I think that people the common one for misusing ironic is when people use ironic instead of saying like a coincidence, right? Most people assume a coincidence and ironic are the same things or they're interchangeable, and they're not.
Like the
right?
song Ironic.
Ironic. We got time for one more, Deepa.
Oh, she's gonna hate you after that one. This one comes
Isn't
from
it
Caitlin.
ironic?
Caitlin says, if Roz loves 14 Peaks and Free Solo, he should also check out The Dawn Wall on Netflix. It's about a rock climber in Yosemite, and it's a documentary about him determining a route up the flattest part that looks unclimbable.
Yeah, I'll watch that. I watch all those climbing documentaries, man.
Yeah. What's the other one? 14 Peaks and what?
Free Solo.
Oh, Free Solo.
Free
right.
Solo.
Yeah. You like that one?
Yeah, love all those documentaries. I love when you see anybody doing something that is just so physically incredible. I'm all for it. That's why I love the Olympics, right? Like I just love seeing what people like. You train for so long to turn into like a machine, right?
Yeah.
Like it's when you watch these, it's like 14 Peaks or Free Solo. Like they're not human at that point, right? Like because nothing they do makes sense. And they're the only ones who are able to do it.
Well, there. Now you have another. What's the show? The recommendation?
The Dawn Wall on
Dawn
Netflix.
Wall. Yeah, I'll watch that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your DMs. Keep sending them in. Whatever you send to us goes to Deepa, and we talk about them on the radio. Thanks, Deepa.
No problem.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. I regret this already.
Thank you for all the DMs that you're sending in to us. Definitely appreciate it. Keep in mind, whatever you do send to us, Deepa gets them as well, and we talk about them every single day on the radio.
That is true. Hey, Deepa, what do we got today in the DMs?
So the first DM comes from Paige. Paige says, "Hey, quick question. I've seen the videos of the studio through Mocha's Instagram. It looks really relaxed and super moody with the purple lighting. So how do you guys stay awake with the hours that you work?"
You know what? Since we started the show 13, now going on 14 years ago, we have always kept our studio. This is our second studio that we've
Super
been in.
dark, yeah.
We've always kept the lights off, and like the fluorescent lights that you see show up on the videos, that's the only thing that's on in here.
Yeah, that's really it. I've never felt like I needed light to be awake. Like
Yeah.
it never makes me sleepy. Like being in sort of a dark space. I like the room the way it looks because I think it's a great room to perform in. I think that, this is like, it feels like you're on a set, like it doesn't, like you want to, it feels great. Like when you walk in this room, you want to do the show.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's sort of the way it is.
But
Cause I've been in studios before for other shows where it's awful, where I walk in, I'm like, how are you guys funny in this room? Like, it looks like an H&R Block.
I know.
You know what I
It's
mean?
so
Where I'm like,
bright.
no offense to an H&R
Any-
Block, but it looks like an accounting office, for God's sake,
Any
right?
radio station I've ever worked at, I always kept the lights either off or they're usually on dimmers. I keep them super, super dim. I never have the lights on full blast.
No, but
I like the moodiness of everything.
But no, being tired in this room is just not, like, it just doesn't happen, right? Like, it's just not an option.
Yeah.
Next question. Let's see. This comes from China. China says, "Hey, Roz and Mocha and Mrs. Deepa, of course. That's cute. You guys are talking about Deepa and her husband already having different blankets after just getting married. My significant other and I have had different blankets since we moved in 4 years ago together. His is thin, mine is thick. We trade if needed based on who's warm or cold, and I would highly recommend it. It saves so many blanket battles." Yeah, that's a good point. Blanket battles, I feel like, can lead to several problems in a marriage, so avoid it at all costs, people.
Well, hold on a
Avoid
second,
it.
though. But Deepa, in your house, you and your husband, you don't have like where one person likes a heavy blanket and another person likes a thin blanket.
No.
Right? You guys like the same blankets. You just want your own blankets.
I thought you were going to ask me that question. I was trying to avoid that, but yes, you are correct.
Yeah. Newlyweds already under separate blankets.
Since that started, since you guys started living together, right? After getting married, have you even attempted to sleep one night under the same blanket?
No.
No.
I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, we went to the extent of putting, so we're in our separate cocoons with our own blankets, and we went to the extent of putting another blanket on top of both of us. So separate cocoons, one blanket on top of both of us,
Oh my
and
God,
that
that's so
also
heavy.
didn't end well.
So that's how you share a blanket?
Yeah, but that also didn't work out well, so we're now back to our separate cocoons and
Why
no
didn't it work
sharing
out well?
separate sides. I'm just super, super sensitive. Any shift on any blanket on top of me, I will wake up. And half the time, he pulls it all the way to his side, and he then forms a 2-blanket cocoon for
But
himself.
why don't
I'm like,
why don't
"Come
you
on,
just
dude."
get like a large duvet? Why don't you get like a king size duvet?
Because our bed's a queen?
So get a king. That's lots of blanket. That's more blanket than you guys could ever want. Nobody's going to pull it off you in the middle of the night. What if you want to cuddle?
No. It's okay.
Okay.
I prefer my sleep, to be quite honest.
You're not even half a year married yet.
No, it's like 4 months.
Yeah.
4 and a half.
Yeah, been in the no cuddle zone.
Yeah. Now, did you try cuddling and didn't like it, or you've never tried cuddling?
Yeah, we've tried it, but I just find it like very distracting, and like for me, sleep time is sleep time.
Y'all are never having kids, huh?
Wow.
We'll talk about it when we're ready.
Wow.
Okay, we got time for one more, Deepa.
Like you treat cuddling like people treat tequila. You know what I mean? Like tried it once, not for me. Bad experience.
Everybody's different, Roz.
Oh, wow.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just asking questions.
I'm switching topics now. This DM comes from Hannah. This one's actually really funny. Hannah wrote in saying, "Hey, Deepa, my 9-year-old daughter, Eva, created a Roz and Mocha Jeopardy Labs game for us to play. And the question and answer was a highlight, so we wanted to share. So she sent me a picture of the screen.
Okay.
The question here is, who would bring Roz to Guyana? The answer is Shem. He said they will go to a fete, catch a bubble, catch a ting, eat some roti, and walk up your waist." And Roz said he will bubble a roti ting.
Yes.
They asked what that would mean, and he said it's just partying.
So that family created their own question for Jeopardy based on our
This
show?
is from their 9-year-old daughter.
Oh, that's
created
amazing.
This Jeopardy game.
Yeah.
That family really listens to the Roz and Mocha show.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, to that family. Much love to you guys. Thank you to everyone that sent in your DMs. Much love to every single one of you. Keep those DMs coming through because we talk about them on the radio with Deepa. Thank you, Deepa.
No problem.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
Deepa, what do we got in the DMs today? What do people want to know?
So this first one comes from Fabian, and Fabian says, I hope you guys are well. I'm a listener from Singapore, and I came across your podcast while searching interviews with Simo Liu, and I've been listening to you guys for the past month on a daily basis at work.
Oh, wow.
So my question for you is, what is your favorite Asian snack? P.S. I love Deepa's laugh. It's so contagious. And I absolutely love it when everyone's laughing at Maurie's silly comments. Stay cool.
Yo, shout out to, what is it, Fabian?
Fabian, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you very much for listening. Welcome to the Roz Mocha Show. We've been doing this radio show. We're going on 14 years now. So we appreciate you for taking the time to listen to us every single day. Happy that you were able to discover the show. If you want to learn a little bit more about us and get caught up on the show, we do have a podcast. Anywhere you get your podcast from, like Apple Podcasts or like Google Play, Spotify, search for Roz Mocha. We have like well over 330 something episodes available right now.
Now, when you say Asian snack, like, are you talking like an actual snack or like an appetizer? Like, what do you think he? Like
an egg roll?
Does egg roll count or
egg rolls are the best?
Because I love Chinese nuts.
To me, egg roll sounds like an appetizer.
Shut up, Maury. I love Chinese nuts. Okay, it's Chinese peanuts. You can buy them in certain like specialty shops. They're just like, it's like a little tiny mini bag of chips, right?
Yeah.
But there's some Chinese nuts that are just coated in this incredible like coating. It's not like beer nuts. It's kind of spicy.
Like an oil?
No, it's not. They're just like they're powdery like
Like a salt?
Yeah, like a salt, but only there's a spice to it. And
Really?
yeah. Like I love Chinese nuts. I love edamame is a good snack,
so
right?
good, yeah.
Love edamame.
I had Chinese Kit Kat.
But that's still Kit Kat though, right?
Yeah, but it has flavors that they only had in China, and it had Chinese writing on it. So that was going to be my answer.
I don't mind a box of Pocky. You know
What's
those?
that again?
You know
Oh,
the,
those are-
the little
Oh,
sticks,
yeah.
the long little like.
Are they like breadsticks with chocolate on the end? or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. Those
yeah.
things are delicious. Like I like all that stuff.
Have you ever had the seaweed chips? They're like paper thin. It's basically like as if you're eating sushi. That same seaweed that they wrap.
Yeah.
Except it's like
I've had those.
It's baked.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so good.
I don't mind that stuff. Yeah, but no, I like Asian flavors are some of my favorite flavors for sure.
What else we got, Deepa?
The next one comes from Kevin. Kevin says, hey, Mocha and Deepa, you all need to create an official segment where Roz translates Caribbean phrases. The next one, okay, so Kevin suggested one. Roz, are you ready?
Sure.
Get ready to translate.
Okay.
You hard ears?
My heart hears?
Translate that.
What is that?
No.
No?
Your hard ears.
My heart hears.
No, not your
What is
heart.
it? What?
Like, okay, so the way my mom would say it,
Yeah.
when she's like really amped up angry,
Yeah.
right? Because you have to say it with the accent.
Yeah.
Be like, your heart is?
Your hard hears.
Your heart is?
Hot ears?
No.
You got hot ears.
No, hard ears.
Oh, hard
Yeah,
ears.
you have hard ears.
You got hard ears. That's like hard
Yes.
ears is when you have like you've heard enough. Like I'm so sick of you. You're making my ears hard.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Hard ears is
Like,
when.
if I
I
ask
know.
you
I know.
if you have hard
when you
ears.
okay. So like, is it when your strict parents notice that you've pierced your ears?
No.
Is it hard though? Is it
Yeah.
like am I saying it right? Your hard ears.
Yeah.
Your hard ears.
Like, do you
is
have
it
hard ears?
right? Is it that? Is it that somebody doesn't listen?
There you go!
Is that what that is?
Yes.
You guys don't even know. I worked so hard on my Guyanese over the holidays that you don't even know. You guys, you have no
amazing.
idea.
You got that one.
Yeah, you have no idea. I'm almost
got
there.
that.
I am almost there.
Yo, who was that from,
It
Deepa?
still took Kevin.
That's amazing.
Like Ross said that he practiced over the holidays. It still
did.
took him like 10 tries to
Well,
get there.
yeah,
So it wasn't like, whoa,
Let's be-
eureka.
okay.
You finally know it. Like,
Deepa,
yeah,
what I
so-
did learn over the holidays is that the Guyanese are a supportive people. So please don't prove my research wrong, okay?
Facts. Deepa, we got time for one more. Quick one.
Okay, so keeping on the theme with Caribbean things, this one comes from Nazim. And
mean
Nazim
Caribbean
says,
tings?
which cuisine... Caribbean tings, my bad. Excuse me. I should have known that. The question is, which cuisine do you prefer more? Pakistani or West Indian? And this is specifically for Deepa as well because she's married to a Pakistani and I am a mixed Pakistani Guyanese. So my answer to this is I prefer Pakistani food. I think it's because my mom, obviously she cooks a lot of West Indian food. To me, that's regular food. So I think it's a treat. But have you guys ever had like Pakistani cuisine before?
I don't think so. I've only ever had West Indian. Actually, like I've had like Indian curry before, but Pakistani, no, I can't say that for sure.
I don't know. What is it?
They're very similar.
What would be the meat?
Yeah, it would be the same meat. It's like curries and that sort of thing, but like Pakistani biryani and those sort of things. There's a lot of crossover dishes between Indian cuisine and Pakistani cuisine.
To be honest with you, but then don't get me wrong, I am so bloody busy trying to become Guyanese that I don't have the bandwidth right now to try and also become Pakistani. Okay, so it's very difficult for me. So if somebody would just like to send me a text or send Deepa a DM to just say what some of these cuisines are, that would help me out a lot. I don't have the time to research it myself.
There you go.
Okay?
Hit us up in the DMs. These are the conversations that happen. Anything you send to us goes to Deepa as well. Thank you, Deepa.
No problem.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Our DMs is where all the weird lives.
Hello, Deepa. Good to see you again. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing great. Lots of DMs coming through, huh?
Yeah, there's a ton to get to today.
What do we have, Deepa? What do people want to know?
The first question is a really, really interesting one. So Carrie wrote in and said, are there parts of your kids' personalities that you see and say, whoa, that's totally me?
Absolutely. Roxy she has there's parts that I see where I see me, and then there's parts where I see Catherine. Like she's like the perfect hybrid of everything. She is, I don't want to say she's sarcastic because it's not really accurate, but like I would say her sense of humor is definitely me, right? Like that's what she finds funny, the way she says things, the way she tells stories, like definitely me. Her love of food and cooking is definitely me, and not Catherine at all. And that is not even insulting. If she was listening right now, I would say, baby, I love you. It's not the cooking, huh? Right? Yeah. She's not into it, right?
Yeah.
Catherine's just not into it. But yeah, I 100%. And you see it. And it's really, really beautiful when you do see it. Like when you get those moments where you see, not so much when I see myself, but there's moments when we're all hanging out and with Rox where I see Catherine in her, and it's quite beautiful. It's really great. Yeah.
Cruz, same thing. Like his sweet nature, his sensitive nature comes from Jenna, and his like anger and stubbornness definitely comes from me. Yeah. Anytime we see that happen in the house, like especially the stubbornness, Jenna's like, that's you.
Right. Yeah.
And even my mom, because my mom was like, oh yeah, you were like that when you were a kid.
Right.
So especially when he gets into those modes, like Jenna will be like, your mom will back me up on this.
Yep. Even the gross stuff, though, like it's hard to say, especially with the gross stuff, like burping, right? Let's take burping, for instance. You can't pin that on either of us because Catherine and I are huge burpers, right? Huge. So she got that from both of us.
Yeah.
Right?
Did she get her love of farts from you?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Well, yeah, because farts are hilarious.
Farts are hilarious, right? All farts are funny.
And you had a fart game or a fart machine when Roxy was quite young where you could push the button and it would make fart sounds.
Yeah, it was
the soundboard.
The fart board, yeah, because that would, when she was like in a real, like when she was super upset about things, we would just sit and play on the fart board and she would point to one and then I would play it and she loved it. Like loved the fart board. That calmed her down on like many a sad nights.
Have you ever seen that, Deepa?
No, this is the first time I've heard about this.
So you just go into Google and type in fartboard, and like the first one that shows up, at least on mine, is myinstance.com. And then there's like rows on rows of different types of farts. And then you press a button, and it will make the noise of that fart.
Wow.
Like that.
But don't they have names, though?
Yeah, that one was... so the first one, this one, is just a straight-up fart.
Yeah.
This one is fart with reverb.
Oh, yeah, you could tell.
This one is a wet fart. That one's labeled loud fart. Here's a fart with extra reverb.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow.
That's the one.
Wow. Yeah, see, That's the best one right there. But yeah, that was when Rox was like real upset when she was a kid, because kids just get like, they're super emotional and stuff. When she was little, I would sit her on my knee and we would just sit at the kitchen table and we'd go at the fart board for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And it would just cheer her up.
Instant mood changer.
Yeah. Because there used to be one called Chili Dipper, which I think was her favorite. And there was one called Oprah Wind Free that she also really liked as well.
Good one. What else we got, Deepa?
Okay, so this wouldn't be a proper DM deep dive without someone complaining about Roz, obviously. So this one comes from
Laura. Listener Deepa Prashad.
What I do now?
I'm above all of this.
What I do now?
It's you and your spoiler alerts, man. So this is kind of a little bit of a throwback that they wrote in about. So Laura says, my fiance and I have been watching Survivor for years now, and we work pretty late, so we can't watch in real time, and we will usually watch the next day. Roz completely ruined the finale for us and said who the winner was on the radio without yelling spoiler alert. I know he's a spoiler alert king, but that absolutely killed us. And now my fiance has banned me from listening to the show live, and now I'm only allowed to listen to the podcast.
Oh, no.
Roz, man.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Right?
You do love spoilers.
But something like that, like I'm sorry, the next day, that's news. Like who won Survivor the next day is news. Right?
I would agree, because that story was literally everywhere.
You don't do spoiler alerts for things that are legitimately news, right? And that was a news story. And if you click on Twitter and like you think if you click on Twitter, you're gonna see like I don't even know like whatever,
giant...
like Vogue. You know what I mean? Like is Vogue gonna have spoiler alert? No, they post the headline because it's a news story. Right? You don't do spoiler alerts for news.
But people also avoid social media for that reason. Like they know that people are going to post like spoilers about it. So when someone turns on the radio, they might not be.
Yeah, but then that's a them problem.
That's a you problem, not a me problem.
What?
Watch the damn show.
You are telling Laura that this is all her fault and you have nothing to do with this. You have no responsibility over the spoiler.
Zero.
Oh my God, Laura's gonna hate you.
Well, you know what'll cheer her up?
Sounds like she already does.
You know what'll cheer her up? The fart board.
The fart board. Yes. Right? Yes. That's what Laura needs, right?
Thank you for all of your
having a bad
DMs.
day? Hit up the fart board.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hit us up. Anything that you send to us through DM goes to Deepa as well, and then we just talk about them on the radio. Thank you very much for submitting, and thank you for chatting, Deepa.
You're welcome.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.